Students, we are studying about plastics. We have seen types of plastics and properties of plastics in the previous class. Today we will discuss the remaining topics of plastics, and in your textbook on page number 34 there's a topic uses of common plastic, and in this topic polythene, PVC, polystyrene, bakelite, melamine, Teflon, PET, that's polyethylene terephthalate. So all these are the different types of plastics, and their uses are given on page number 34. So you can read and understand this topic. So, and if you are having any doubts, please contact me. And today we will discuss the topic plastics and the environment. So, in this topic, we will see what is the effect of plastics in our environment. Plastics and the environment. Plastics were considered a boon, but now they have become a curse for the society. We have seen that plastic plays an important role. Plastic is a part of our life. It gives us many advantages and uses. But along with that, at the same time, plastics can harm our environment. There are several environmental and health hazards associated with the disposal of plastics and their products. So, plastic causes pollution. We can say that plastics harm our environment. So, what are the reasons behind it? So, what is the reason? Reason is that plastics are non-biodegradable substances. They do not get decomposed naturally. So this is the reason behind that. So why does plastic harm our environment? The reason is that plastics are not biodegradable. They are non-biodegradable. Therefore, they will not be decomposed naturally. So they will remain in our environment, and it can cause many problems. So, what do you mean by non biodegradable? Already we have seen that synthetic fibers are also non biodegradable substances. So, what is the difference between biodegradable and non biodegradable? Biodegradable and non biodegradable. Biodegradable, the substances that can be decomposed by the action of microorganisms. They are called biodegradable substances. So, for examples, we can say that the kitchen waste, then agricultural waste, vegetable waste, paper, wood, all these are examples of biodegradable. So, that means after the use of this vegetable or agricultural waste, there can be agricultural waste, vegetable waste, and the papers, wood, all these waste we can throw it outside. So generally we will put it in the dustbin, or we will throw outside, or we will put this waste in the garbage area in our locality. But after some time we can see that these wastes will be decomposed by the microbes present in the soil. So many microorganisms are present in the soil. So the especially like bacteria and fungus, these soil microorganisms can decompose these waste like agricultural waste, vegetable waste, and living and things, parts of non-living things or living things, paper, wood, etc. So that means these wastes can be decomposed into simpler and harmless forms. That is called biodegradable. Biodegradable means if we call a given substance is a biodegradable if it is decomposed into simpler and harmless substances by microbes, then that is biodegradable. So all what will be non-biodegradable, just opposite of biodegradable. So there are certain substances that cannot be decomposed by the action of microorganisms like plastics, metals, etc., synthetic fibers. So all these, so when you throw these plastics outside or when you put it in the garbage area, this most of them cannot be decomposed into similar or harmless form because they are made up of chemicals. So the microorganisms cannot decompose plastics into simpler and harmless forms. So therefore these plastics will remain in the surroundings. As a result, they will affect our environment and the life. So that's why plastics are non biodegradable. They are not decomposed naturally. So because of this property, plastics harm our environment. Now we will see what are the harmful effects of plastics in our environment. Littering of plastic waste in open spaces makes the environment unhygienic and ugly. So if you dump the plastics in our surroundings, it makes our environment unhygienic and ugly. It can cause many of the health problems and environmental hazards. Next, accumulation of plastic bags in pipelines causes blocking of the sewage system. See the figure. If you put the plastics in our surroundings, these plastics can accumulate in the pipelines. As a result, it will cause the blocking of the sewage systems. Next one, the soil fertility is also affected as plastic waste get mixed with soil but do not get degraded into manure. So we have seen that plastics are not biodegradable. So means they are not able to decompose by the environment. So in this case, what will happen if the plastics products will remain in the soil? If the plastic products remain in the soil, it will affect the growth of the crops, and at the same time it will affect the fertility. It will decrease the fertility of the soil. So that's why we can it is said that soil fertility is also affected by the plastics. But if there is biodegradable substances like waste, cow dung and other feces, agricultural waste, paper, etc., they are biodegradable. So they are biodegradable means they will be decomposed into harmless forms, and means they will become fertilizer. So when they become manure or fertilizer, they will increase the fertility of the soil, in the case of which biodegradable. But in the case of non biodegradable like plastic waste, they will remain in the soil and it will decrease the soil fertility. It will inhibit the growth of plants. Next, when plastics are burned, they produce smoke and toxic gases which cause air pollution. So this is a serious mistake which we are doing. That is, when you are burning the plastics, what happens? These plastics are made up of lot of chemicals. So when they burn, they will eliminate lot of smoke and many toxic gases. So these toxic gases can cause air pollution, and this air pollution can lead to many of the environmental issues like acid rain. And due to the smoke and toxic gases, it can cause many health issues like respiratory disorders and many other disorders can be possible by the burning of plastics. Animals feeding on garbage sometimes swallow plastic along with the food, which shocks them, leading to their death. So what happens if you put the plastics in the garbage? The animals, they will feed the plastics along with the food, and we know that these animals cannot digest plastic as they made from synthetic materials. So it will choke them, and finally it leading to their death. Next, another environmental issue is that it causes the death of many of the marine organisms. Plastic dumping in every year due to plastics, it causes the ocean pollution, marine pollution. Plastic waste dumped in water bodies pose a threat to marine life as they cut off the supply of oxygen to aquatic plants and animals. So, if the plastics are remaining in our water bodies and ocean, what happens? The aquatic plants and animals, they will not get proper oxygen, and it will lead to the death of aquatic plants and animals. And along with that, due to these marine animals or aquatic animals, and they will feed the plastics. So when they feed this plastic, what can cause? It can cause their death due to the feeding of plastics. So in every year, this plastics cause death of millions of marine organisms. So these are the some environmental issues and hazards of plastics. So from this we can conclude that plastics give us a lot of benefits, but at the same time it causes a lot of issues in our environment. But we cannot avoid the use of plastics completely, but we can control or we can eliminate the harmful effects.
Dear students, then we are going to discuss about our responsibility towards the environment. So we have seen that plastics harm our environment. Now we will talk about what are the steps which we can do for limiting the harmful effects of plastics. So plastics causes many harmful effects. Now we will see how can we limit the harmful effects of plastics. First one, dispose of biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste separately. So when you dispose waste, we have to dispose biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste separately. So what is the advantage for this? Then if you dispose non-biodegradable waste like plastics or metal products separately, we can recycle or reuse them. Second, never throw plastic garbage in public places and water bodies. Third one, use bags made from paper, jute or cotton. That is, we have to maximum minimize the use of plastic. In some of the scenarios, we can use other products instead of plastic. For example, we can use paper products instead of plastics, or jute or cotton products instead of plastics. So try to use bags made from paper, jute or cotton or other biodegradable products. Next, never burn plastic waste in the open. So these are the ways in which we can eliminate the harmful effects of plastic. Then there is a 4R principle to develop environment friendly habits. These are the 4R: reduce, reuse, recycle, recover. These are the 4: reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. So in the case of plastics disposal, we can apply all these 4 principles. Reduce, first one, reduce the use of plastics. Reduce the use of plastics means, in some of the cases, instead of plastic you can use other products. For example, instead of plastic cups we can use paper cups, or instead of plastic plates or plastic products you can use wood or paper products. So try to reduce the use of plastics. Then reuse, but in some of the cases we have to use the plastic products, but we have to reuse the plastics. For example, the polythene bags in which we are buying the vegetables and other products from the shop, we can reuse it once. If you have used the plastic bag, so next time when you go for the shopping you can use the same plastic bag. So that's the meaning of reuse the plastics. Next, recycle the plastics. Recycle the plastics means we can remold the plastic again. We have studied the plastics, some of the plastics which can be melted and it can be changed into another shape, which can be remolded again and again. So after the use of particular plastic product, recycle it. by changing, by remolding into another shape or another product, recycle the plastic. Next one, recover. Recover means changing the plastic into useful energy sources like energy sources or electrical energy or any other energy or for the use of industries, etc. So convert the plastics into useful resources, convert it into another useful form, that is the recovery of plastics. So these are the four rules: reduce, reuse, recycle and recover